Abdul Carter.
Can't scan the move.
Down the three. 1, 2, 3. Big up.
Back to New York Giants franchise. We are currently in week 13, here to take on the Las Vegas Raiders in Monday Night Primetime. They're coming here. You know how it is. It's time to host another primetime game at home. The next 4 weeks we will be playing road games. So I took a quick look at the schedule because I feel like we've played significantly more home games than away games, which is true. So yeah, we've only played we've played 4 away games and 6 home games. Actually not as crazy of a spread as it's felt like. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man. So no, 7 home games compared to 4 away games. Yeah, and then 2 of the away games were before that hiatus. So it's felt like just all a bunch of home games because it has been. But after this, we host the Raiders here in primetime. We'll be going on a 4-game run on the road, and then we'll close out at home against the Bills. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's first get to, we do have scouting focus player. I'll do that. I'll do that after. I'll take a look at some players and hopefully maybe recap that the next week. But for now, let's do weekly strategy. There's also some weekly awards and a playoff picture to look at. Let's get to this first. Let's do I love loading up on these defensive abilities, and then we'll do insider trading. I mean, we've mastered it for a reason. We do a lot of inside run stuff. We do a lot of running in general. So we'll do 4-2-5, 4-3, screen game, and wide empty. That looks good to me. Do have some injury stuff to monitor. Did miss Mike Widener last week, so we're gonna go ahead and we'll half pad him. Jose Morales is pretty hurt, so we're gonna rest him. And Jordan Meredith's a veteran. He'll also get rest. Is there anyone else? I don't know. Tell Hufunga as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll have pads Hufunga as well. Simulate our training and see how this goes. Okay. Tyler Harrell's the only one who's going to be injured for the Giants this week. They are missing Dylan Parham, who I think is a starting guard, Stokes, who I think is a starting corner, and I don't know if that tight end is their starting tight end, but missing a couple of starters. We're actually not in a terrible position. Yeah, actually, I don't think we have much else to get to. Actually, nope. Let's check the weekly awards in the playoff picture. As I said, my pea-brain memory. Abdul Carter with 4 sacks against the Miami Dolphins. And Fitzpatrick on the AFC side. Yeah, that was a lot of defensive, big defensive plays that we barely got out on top of thanks to an insanely good pass rush. Michael Penix, of course, the team that beat us, I believe, 2 weeks ago at this point, winning NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 4 passing touchdowns. And yeah, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Currently at the 1 seed, you have Atlanta, who, I mean, they've been pretty good. We saw that firsthand. 2 seed. So if the season ended today, the 2-seeded Cardinals would take on the 7-seeded Eagles in the wild card. Us at the 3 seed will be taking on the 6-seeded Niners, and the 4-seeded Lions would be taking on the 5-seeded Commanders. So yeah, 3 NFC East wild card teams. Or not wild card teams. Wild card teams playing in the wild card. Yeah, Dallas has kind of fallen out of the playoff race entirely. Yeah, I think it's Dak Prescott's last season, I would assume. And but the rest of the NFC East is competitive as always. Got the Bears kind of trailing, looking for a playoff spot. The Seahawks and the Rams are still kind of in playoff contention. Even the Panthers kind of lurking in playoff area. I mean, there's still plenty of weeks left to go, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, without further ado, we'll do the weekly recap at halftime, which means we will be getting right into this game. I did have to turn off some music because I was having some copyright issues. I had to re-upload a couple, or edit a couple of the videos to not include. So yeah, we're not going to hear any music during this part, unfortunately. But that just kind of makes things easier. Yeah. So that aside, still get the environment, the feeling of Monday Night Football here. Giants, Raiders at MetLife. Let's get it. Jackson Dart, he's got to lock in. He's got to lock in. I feel like I'll be saying this every single week, but I need him to be playing his best football. Ben Johnson is coaching the Las Vegas Raiders. Interesting. I didn't know that. But Randy Peake, of course, hired on after Brian Dable bowed out, and he's been leading a pretty strong ball club. Though he is known for his quarterback development. That's kind of his whole thing. So he came here to develop Jackson Dart. The team has been great. Peake has surrounded himself with some great talent, but you do ultimately have some concerns about Dart and his play. But honestly, as long as you're winning games, I don't think it matters too much. Here comes DeMar Spellman. Last year, draft pick, so this is his second year in the NFL, I believe. And DeMar Spellman had a pretty good rookie season. I don't remember. Did the Raiders make up the playoffs? I think they were close. I think they were like 9-8 or something like that. They had a pretty good season last year. And yeah, Ogenti getting spicy. He kind of blew up that play initially, and he was able to run that one around, but we were still able to bag him. So here we go on 2nd and 10. Something I did notice, I believe Hufanga was taken out as sub linebacker because he had some injury issues. I'm going to assume... No, he's not. Okay. I'm lying to you. So I guess we're fine. Here's 3rd and 3 after a gain of 7. You have Javon Holland's kind of be playing this hook curl situation here. Deonte Banks gets cooked. I mean, he has been a recipient of being cooked for a while. Abdul Carter, the stud from last week, he's going to be dealing with some injuries already. No, but man, Deonte Banks has had a rough stretch. I tell you, a rough stretch of games. And Genti just jumps over a man who tried to dive for him. Deonte Banks makes up with a tackle. But we get absolutely gashed there. No, Deonte Banks has been chopped cheese, unfortunately. I really hope he can step it up in the latter half of the season. But last week, I remember Jalen Waddle was cooking him. And he's just had some not so great performances. I really hope he can bounce back. He's 2nd and 7. We're gonna be kind of playing the two-man on this guy here. Overthrows his receiver there. I believe that's Jack Beck. 3rd and 7. Upcoming. Here we go. Pressure's coming. DeMar Spellman takes off. Here's the speedy quarterback. He fumbles. Oh, that could have been very dangerous. If that football fumbled forward instead of backwards, that would have been disastrous for the Raiders. But instead, goes out of bounds, and that proves to be a pretty good run. 1st down, 1st and goal pending. He's going to take a shot for his man. Dane Belt with a nice tackle. We're trying to make a goal line stand here. It's going to be pretty difficult, but certainly going to try. Here's McFadden. We're going to send him on a blitz, slide our line, try to shoot this one with Cam Bolden. Going to get around the fullback. Great tackle by McFadden. 3rd and goal. No, that fumble could have maybe cost them this drive, but they have one more down. Maybe 2 if they want to get risky to try and make a play here. I'm going to go on this side because I think this is where we're going to need more help. And yes, that will be where we need more help. As Brock Powers hits an out route, cooks his man, and delivers a touchdown for the Las Vegas Raiders. Great start for them. We had some good moments. I mean, that wasn't a terrible drive on defense, honestly, but man, oh man. Yeah, Deonte Banks getting cooked was the highlight of that. That was very unfortunate. We're going to get the ball back here. Here's your man, Najee Gross, to return this one. Only up to the 23. They did a pretty good job tackling that one. Here's your man, Jackson Dart. 21 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. We're only in week 13. I mean, that to be fair, we did have one really, really bad game. But that was like, that was like the bad game of bad games. But still, that's just way too high, especially for this point in the season. Hate to see it, but here's Scadaboo with a gain of 9 on his first carry. 18 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown last week. He was doing very well for himself. 2nd and 1. I do like this little play action idea here. We're going to need to watch, though. If we get blitzed, this ball needs to go. This ball does kind of need to go. Honestly, though, not a terrible situation. I think he bet on the running back. So that's very fortunate for us, and we're able to deliver a pretty solid shot there to Tyreek Hill. There's Torrey Horton on a little screen pass. Trying to get some juke in action, but we're able to get up to the 39-yard line for a gain of 10. 1st and 10 yet again. Gonna try to hit Torrey Horton over the middle here. That was a little close. That hook defender. That's Bobby Okereke. He's actually a Raider. I forgot about that. Yeah, Bobby Okereke was kind of in the vicinity of that, but luckily we were able to get the ball behind him. Good throw to Torrey Horton. Jackson darts off to a good start this game. We're going to hand this one right up the kisser. See if Scadaboo can't find some action. Scadaboo with a gain of 5. Here we go. 2nd and goal. I'm going to hand this one to Scadaboo again. Scadaboo almost into the end zone. Nearly breaking the plane, but ultimately no dice. Jackson Dart trying to tuck it and run. We aren't able to get it. Jermaine Pratt, I believe, goes down. 4th and goal. What do you do here? Man, oh man. What does coach think? I don't know. Maybe we just hand it off to Scat. Let's see what the look is. I think you give it to Scat. I think you give it to Scat here. Worst case, they have to start a drive at the 1. But we trust our power back. Let's trust our offensive line. That'll be a touchdown for Cam Scadaboo. Almost looked like he fumbled it there before he got in, but that's a touchdown. So we answer right back with our own touchdown. I was trying to look for a better word for that, but it's a touchdown. Our own 6 points, plus 1, making it 7. Everything ties back to 6-7. That's inevitable. It really is. Bates is going to boot this one back. Talano Hufanga wraps him up on special teams. Makes a solid play. You know what I actually think the issue might be? Is that Hufanga is now the starting strong safety. Because, I understand it now. So now he should be playing true sub-linebacker on, of course, formations that use sub-linebackers. He's not going to be here on 4-3. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, in 4-3, he's not going to be in that kind of formation, but I think something like 4-2-5 he gets subbed in, right? Yes, he does. He's going to hit his man, Brock Bowers, on the flat, and he reaches and gets the first down. Very quick shot. Yeah, DeMar Spellman and his Raiders are looking to try to get into the playoffs. 5-7, you're kind of hovering. And I know the AFC is pretty strong, especially their division. I believe the Chargers and Broncos are both really good this year. That'll end the first quarter. Bring us into quarter number 2. 7-7 ball game. He's just going to take his man. That's Genty. Brian Burns makes the tackle. I like this little dime look here. I'm going to press. We're going to kind of make an aggressive look here. It's going to be a screen pass. And Genty's able to get around the defense. Pick up a first down for his squad. Fly off trips. Let's send the blitz here. Send the pressure. I'm going to flip this. And you're going to take a screen pass. Cam Bolden does an excellent job getting past his blocker, holding it for a gain of 2. That could have been a lot worse. That was a very good play by the man himself. It's 3rd and 8. Trying to make coverage there. Here's Spellman trying to take off. We're able to wrap him up. Making this one 3rd and 2. Try to run some man defense here. We have Edofon Ulafosio covering Jack Beck. I don't know about this. We're going to double him, I guess. And DeMar Spellman's just going to take off. We're going to punch the ball out again, and this time we recover it. DeMar Spellman is reckless with the football as he runs. Opts not to slide. Welcomes contact and gets the ball pried out of his hands. That is a great play by the Giants defense. I mean, if he slid, that would have been very bad, but shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't, as one would say. And now we get the ball right back. There's Jackson Dart to Tyreek Hill underneath for a gain of 7. I am going to take a shot here on play action. They might. Running it does look good, though. No. We're going to trust it. There's Mike Widener on the flat. Get the 1st down. It's the one I saw first. I just kind of took the read that I saw. Don't second guess yourself. Mike Widener with another nice catch. Oh, how we've missed Mike Widener. This man's a beast. This man is a beast. Full house. I'm just going to run this one full house, honestly. We're just going to gut this one. Came Scattaboo trucking a man. Oh, my goodness. That was a nasty truck. Blew up the defender. Here we are, 1st and 10. I'm going to run this one. I'm going to run this one to the blocker side. See if we can't make a play. Oh, my goodness. Jackson Dart gets sacked on the blitz, and Widener's dealing with some kind of injury issue again. He's on the ground. So he's going to have to take a couple reps off. Theo Johnson will step out in his place. But like Neighbors, that was a really tight read, but we're able to make it. Yeah, we're going to let Widener chill for a little bit because he's dealing with hip bursitis. That's a really tight read, but Tyreek Hill makes the grab. Here we are on 4th and 2. You go for it? No, I think we're going to kick a field goal. I know that's a little disappointing, but I think that's just the right move here. Let Jake Bates pipe this one. Absolute beast of a leg. He's money. We're actually going to kick this one off to the side a little bit. Give the Raiders maybe some extra trouble on the kickoff if we're able to. Oh, man, he's making some guys miss. Ends up getting up to the 35, same as a touchback. Had a chance at a hit stick, but we just couldn't land it. That was on me. Here's 1st and 10. Let's see what you got. Oh, that was a quick throw to the drag. Jack Beck with a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Ready.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
There's Genty running it. Oh, man, our defense got absolutely bowled over. Deontay Banks saves a touchdown with a tackle. Yeah, I feel like that's been our biggest weakness as a defense is letting up big runs. Happened against the Cardinals. We were getting gashed, and it's happened in a lot of our football games, is letting big runs just happen consistently. I'm going to shade it underneath, let Hufanga kind of get into the action, hopefully. Nice knockout for Cam Bolden, preventing that one from being completed. There's tight open here, 2nd and 10. I'm just going to run this kind of same look and try to fly over here. So I think this is kind of where the action's going to happen. Nice knockout for Drew Phillips. We are going to come in with a blitz look here. We're bringing in Javon Hollins. We are going to make it very obvious what our intention is. Bring the pressure, bring the heat. He makes a read, but it's ultimately short of the 1st down. We're going to call a timeout. And they're going to kick a field goal to tie this game up. Timely blitz call. Put enough pressure on him to make a read short of the sticks. And this will be a 10-10 ball game as Chase McLaughlin nails his PAT. This ball will be kicked back to the New York Giants. And here's Najee Gross. Here's Najee Gross. Is he going all the way? Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Najee Gross with an excellent kick return touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Style on Najee Gross. Absolutely tremendous play by the speedster running back. And as we say, that was gross. Najee Gross, what an absolute play. We got a whole full face full of ref booty, though.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Pipe the PAT, no trouble. 17-10 ball game.
Makes the score Giants
Didn't even have to get the offense back on the field.
10.
Kick this one back to the Las Vegas Raiders. Here is, I believe this might be J.L. Skinner on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Motion Drew Phillips there, the nickel corner. See if we can't make a play. It's going to be a handoff to Genty. Deontay Banks failing to make a tackle, but Damone Kinley wraps it up.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a nice play there. He got out of bounds as well. Got to lock in a little bit here.
First down.
Mason Graham tried to get him there in that nose tackle plug position. Drew Phillips with a knockout. It's his second one of the game. He's having a nice day so far. They're running a single back look. I'm just going to bring a blitz. I'm going to show the blitz. And I'm going to hover over here because if they hand this one off, we want to be ready for it. They are going to pass it. Deontay Banks. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me, Deontay Banks? This man is unable to make a play on the football. This has been a very poor showing from our cornerback one. He's gotten cooked again, unable to win in contact. Not a great user. Hufunga fails to make the tackle and is broken out of. We're still able to wrap it up. Yeah, Deontay Banks, lock it in. Lock it in, Banks. Drew Phillips unable to really get in there and make a play, but we wrap it up for a game of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Pressure was coming, and the Raiders going to get a flag for something. It was some kind of RPO, might be a legal man downfield. Yeah, an eligible receiver downfield. I'll accept that. It's a very good one. I like these little sync looks here. Okay. Cam Bolden nearly makes a play on Jacoby Myers, but it's ultimately going to be incomplete. And 3rd and 8 upcoming. Nice play made. I believe that's Shaquille Griffin who made a nice play. And dime. Broke up the play. This will be 4th and 8. They'll settle to kick a field goal here before the before the end of the second. Kick is up and good. McLaughlin has it. McLaughlin, I think. McLaughlin. I'm bad with names. This ball back. McCole Hardman, and see what you can do. If you can pull a little Najee Gross for us. Not quite. 19 seconds. What's the verdict here? We have a little bit of time. You could try it. Yeah, they just kind of want us to run it out. I'll just kneel it. I mean, yeah. I don't think there's a need to force anything here. We'll take our 4-point lead into halftime, as well as the fact we're getting the ball at half. And we'll get to take a look at the halftime report. There's Bobby Okekre, Ben Johnson walking to the tunnel. There's going to be no music for this. This is the weird part of this, right? But you'll just get to hear my crispy voice through this headset this entire time. Here's Cardinals Lions in this week's contest. Here's Kyler Murray handing it off. Simple handoff to James Conner. He just punches it in. No trouble. doing a couple of flips. I couldn't even see the score of that, but I think the Cardinals won it. Here's the Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Big NFC matchup. Here is Bucky Irving breaking a tackle, making his way through to the end zone, and that is a final of 17-5. Sam Darnold and the Seahawks put up a whopping 5 points to Baker Mayfield's 17 as the Buccaneers walk away with a win on the road. And lastly, we get to see an AFC West clash. Big powerhouse teams competing for the division. Chargers, Broncos in LA. Here is a dime from Bo Nix as his man runs down the field, finding his way to the end zone. Johnson. Who's Johnson? Oh, goodness. I don't think... That's probably one of their drafted guys. Wait, no. Is that Quentin Johnston? Was that Johnson or Johnston? I don't know, but the rest of the games have been played, of course. This is Monday Night Football, so we are the last game on the schedule for this week. Scadaboo's had himself a solid day, and ultimately our offense has been humming. Had no problems, really. Our defense has been solid. Had some iffies, but we've ultimately done solid. Damone Kinley with a nice tackle there. Yeah, the Scadaboo touchdown was the biggest play so far. DeMar Spellman's been playing pretty solid. 13 for 19, 163, a touchdown. Jackson Dart, 9 for 9, nearly 100 yards. Very different styles of quarterback. We are going to get the ball back to start this third quarter. Here's Najee Gross to return it. And there looks to be quite a bit of space, but we're ultimately not able to get past, I believe that's Adrian Amos on the tackle. Scadaboo, 160. Oh my goodness. It's just everywhere. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. A very solid day. We're going to get into a couple of our play calls. And by that, I mean just hand it off to Cam Scadaboo because I like the look. And able to get a gain of 2. Raiders gets the ball carrier. I'm going to stay in the same formation. We're going to try to take a shot here. I know Theo Johnson's out on the field, but might as well look for an opportunity. I'm going to just dump that one to Fedoni. I didn't like the pressure. Pressure came a little too quickly for my taste. Do you like this little screen look here? You have either Malik Neighbors on the edge or a Najee Gross look. I'm going to take Najee Gross. See if he can't get past the defenders, but ultimately 55 is there to make a play. That's our man, Bobby Okereke. It'll be 2nd and 11. Come on, a little bit of spread. Whip halfback rail. I like this. Najee Gross out here to run the wheel route. That's a nice throw by Jackson Dart under pressure. Delivers it to Torrey Horton over the middle. About a gain of 7, I believe, and this will now be 3rd and 4. So let's see it. Oh, Najee Gross is wide open downfield on the wheel route. There he is. Najee Gross with a touchdown in the air. 2nd touchdown of the day after the kick return. Najee Gross. Elite 3rd down back, speedster out of the backfield. That's why we picked him up. So now be a 24-13 ball game. Great play by the running back. He has been the MVP of this game. Still quite a bit of football left to play, though. We're going to kick this one back to the Las Vegas Raiders. There's Chauncey Golston on kick coverage. Dayton Belt with a nice tackle. So here we go. A little bit of a sim pressure look here, I believe. We're going to shade underneath. Try to make a nice play here. And there is pressure. Damone Kinley gets to the quarterback. I clicked on. Made sure DeMar Spellman was going down. Damone Kinley with a nice play. Also, I believe, like always, our depth chart gets messed up a little bit. So we're going to have to go ahead and pull in Drew Phillips and Hufunga and Cam Bolden. Got to figure out a way to fix that. Not quite sure what's happening, but regardless. Dante Banks able to make the tackle with Hufunga there to lay out Jacoby Myers. Here's 3rd and 6. Drew Phillips in that slot corner position. Going to help with coverage, and he's just going to toss it downfield against Mitch Harden, who bats it down. Bats it down, Mitch Harden with a nice play. Forcing them to boot this ball off. I feel like ever since Deontay Banks' play has gotten worse, Mitch Harden's play has gotten better, which is quite amusing. Maybe that's also because Mitch Harden hasn't getting targeted nearly as much because of Deontay Banks being burnt toast, but that's besides the point. Tyreek Hill with a nice return up to the 36. So here we go. Like this little cheap post slot cross. We're going to get spicy here on the first play. We have Tyreek Hill. I mean, we gotta try it. Tyreek Hill is kind of open, but pressure.
Intended for Tyreek Hill.
What happened? Saying Okereke is like celebrating that. Did he come in on a blitz? No, he didn't. That was just sheer pass rush. It's Kalijah Cansey who got to Jackson Dart before he could deliver. I like this old cheat wheel post. We're going to take another chance at a pass. Step up into the pocket. Malik Neighbors with a nice catch and a first down. Just kind of threw it to him at the cut and trusted him, and he made the play. So here we go. Take Scottaboo into motion. Got another motion play. Here's Tyreek Hill on the drag, and his speed will get him plenty of yardage up to the 20-yard line. And a solid day for Jackson Dart so far. Kind of liking these plays. We're going to give this one to Scottaboo. Let him cook up on the run here. It's a nice first down. I mean, just wide open. Linebackers evacuated. Hand this one to Scottaboo again. Trust him with the football. Trucking through a defender. Able to get up to the 2-yard line. Let's get an eye for him. They want Najee Gross in there. I respect it, but with all due respect, Cam Scottaboo is going to be taking this one. Or see if he can't just gut this football. Let's see it. Right up the gut. Touchdown for Cam Scottaboo. Absolute beast. He is the anchor of the offense. And this will be a 31-13 ball game. We're pouring it on the Las Vegas Raiders right now. Plenty of time left still. Gonna have to prevent the Raiders from storming back. Hopefully we can keep them off the scoreboard here. Let's see it. Here is Tatum on the return. Belton wraps it up at the 24. So they made a couple of nice special teams tackles today. Here we go. Try to get Mason Graham in that kind of plug nose D tackle position. Here is Genty on the flat. Deontay Banks at the tackle. We're going to bring in a very aggressive blitz look here. Pressure the superstar speedster that is Damar Spellman. And that is an incomplete pass. There was a bit of traffic there. It was a tight read. Ball hits the turf. Comes 36. Show blitz here. And that is just going to be a toss downfield against Mitch Harden, testing Mitch Harden coverage. And Mitch Harden holds up. Another bat down, another incompletion. He has held his responsibilities. He's done a very good job today. They're going to boot this one right back to the New York Giants. Damar Spellman's kind of struggling. Tyreek Hill with a solid return up to the 30. We're going to hand this one to Scottaboo off to the left. Unable to get through there. Nice tackle by Okereke. Hit the flat there with Tyreek Hill. That's a first down. These receivers are very good. We want to utilize them. Admittedly, I've not utilized them as much as I should have, but you know, maybe also the fact you have all these weapons, it kind of opens up the run game because they're like, man, I got to cover these weapons. Speaking of weapons, we're going to toss this one down the field for Malik Neighbors. That's overthrown. He had maybe a slight step, but the corner honestly was pretty in tune with him. Darian Porter. That's a solid rep of coverage right there. We're going to take another shot from Malik Neighbors. This time, he beats coverage, and he doesn't even go down. Oh, my goodness. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Just letting it rip versus man coverage. Two men pressuring him in his face. He delivers this one across the middle. That was a very good play by Jackson Dart. He's heard the criticism. He's heard the noise. And he's responded with a very nice game here today. 38 points on the board. We are drawing near the end of the third quarter. It's looking like the Raiders about to fall to 5-8. But more improbable comebacks have happened. We'll see what the Raiders can do. Actually, have they? Let me think. Hold on. 18. Yeah. Well, just imagine it's the Super Bowl. You're the New England Patriots. You're down 25 points. Taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe you'll do it. Maybe you can do it. Or imagine you're the Colts. Or no, sorry, you're the Vikings. Taking on the Colts. You're down, that was like what? It was like 33-0. Either way, you're playing against Matt Ryan. So just imagine Jackson Dart's Matt Ryan. It's crazy how Matt Ryan had that happen twice. I feel so bad for that guy, man. Honestly, very underrated quarterback. He deserves a little better. Here's 1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Drew Phillips with a nice knockout. I feel like he's had a couple of those today. He's been very, very good. There's a reason he plays the nickel. So I feel like that is just his natural born position. At least in this defense, it's just really what he's best at. Be a nice little throw there to Beck. Only managing a gain of 3 after Cam Bolden wraps it up. Michael McFadden will be in coverage here on this rep. Nice knockout for Cam Bolden. Brock Bowers was trying to pull it in, but failed to do so. Here is 4th and 7. We're going to try to pull Hufanga down. And Mitch Harden gets cooked. That'll be a touchdown for something Hyde. Let's see his name. Keontae Hyde. Oh, that makes sense. Keontae Hyde. Well, absolutely ran past Mitch Harden. Delivered 6. And 18-point ball game. Got to hold on. Got to just make sure that we can handle this business and get out of here with a win. Defense has played pretty good up to this point. Especially in that third quarter was absolute straps. Been holding him to quite a few field goals. But a breakthrough on 4th down there. Here comes 1st and 10. We're going to hand this one off to Scadaboo. Don't overcomplicate it. Kim Scadaboo's wrapped up for no gain. Come out here in halfback base. I'm probably just going to run it again. Yeah, I'm just going to run it again. Trust the running back. Trust the process. Trust the process. 1st down for Cam Scadaboo. This is why we trust the process, ladies and gentlemen. Halfback counter for Cam Scadaboo. And a bunch of offensive linemen pulling to help Scadaboo. And just get a gain of 3. We'll take it. Zone read out of Full House. I like this. Likely going to hand it off. Unless Max Crosby absolutely bites, which he doesn't. Najee Gross for a gain of 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Trying to get one to Theo Johnson on the drag. But Bobby Okereke and company all over it. Came in with a linebacker blitz, and for the first time today, we will punt this football. So Ethan Evans going to try to tuck this one into the corner here. See if we can do it. We can. That's a beauty. That's a beauty of a punt. Nice little tuck right there into the 6-yard line. Ethan Evans has provided some very strong punter play for this New York Giants team, giving these offenses some long fields to work with. Going to be a shot outside to their man, Jack Beck. Obviously, last time we played the Raiders, I believe that was in the first season. I think we tied them, if I remember correctly. And I remember we had a tie game that first Giants season. I believe it was versus the Raiders and Geno Smith, who absolutely cooked me. But we managed to tie a shootout. It was quite the interesting game. Drew Phillips able to wrap up Genty for a gain of 5. There's an injury timeout. I believe that's for their man Genty, which is not what you want to see. They gotta hurry up soon because they have a chance at winning this game. They gotta score fast. I really don't think the play is to delay any further. It's gonna be a first down for Jack Beck. He's having a very solid game. We need to watch him a little more closely. Trying to cover Jack Beck. Here is a a shot off to, I believe that's Carlos Compton or something. Is it Carlos Compton? Is there the RB2? I don't know. Here's 2nd and 7. And St. Belton wraps it up after a catch for a gain of, I believe, 3. Wait, gain of 7. I must have completely gotten that wrong. Let's do middle gap A. Let's pinch this up. Try to get right into the gap. So I think we know what's about to come. And we stop it. 4th and 1. Here we go. Oh, no. They are... Oh, up. Timeout. Timeout. Yikes. Far pro. Okay, so they're coming out in a heavy set, but at least maybe we can get some coverage out there. Not just absolutely nothing, because that would have been pretty terrible. They are going to pass it, and they're going to toss it up against Deontay Banks, who's been cooked all day, but there's redemption for Deontay Banks as he knocks that one out. Plays Jacoby Myers a little aggressively there, but ultimately Deontay Banks is able to make the play. And it's a very nice play indeed. Here's Cam Scottaboo on the handoff for a gain of 6. Get this one in I form again. Just hand this one off. There's a truck. Here's Cam Scottaboo just trucking through the competition. Crossing midfield. 1st and 10. Once again. Round a little bit. We're going to I form this again. Cam Scottaboo's just going to continue getting some yardage for us. Take this to the 2-minute warning. We're pretty close to being able to just kneel this out. Try to give Scottaboo. It's probably this last first down, and then after we get this first, if we get this first, kneel it out. Otherwise, we'll kick our field goal. 3rd and 6. Yeah, they aren't calling timeouts.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Do a little toss this time. Why not? Max Crosby almost gets to Scottaboo, but we're able to get upfield. Here we go. We're going to kick this field goal. Wait for the clock to tick just a little more. We'll just boot it at this point. Ethan Evans holds. Bates is up and good. Money man Jake Bates. We will give this ball back to the Las Vegas Raiders. Chauncey Golston with a nice tackle. I assume that they're going to just kind of do whatever. They might run it, might pass it, who knows. Genty had a good game. I really was expecting him to pass this ball a little bit more, but they didn't. To be fair, they've been down. Actually, yeah, I guess they've been down since halftime. But I don't know. Mitch Harden gets cooked again. They are calling timeouts. Interestingly. Wouldn't expect them to be doing that. They might also... No, they're going to keep on timeouts. Cam Bolden makes Jacoby Myers fight for that one and ultimately bashes that football free. And this game's over. Just have to do the paperwork, essentially. And they're going to continue going for shots. Drew Phillips on the tackle. Another timeout taken by the Raiders. I guess they're just looking for a compensatory drive. I don't understand it myself, but sure. Oh my goodness, Deontay Banks is burnt toast down the field, and it's a touchdown for Dante. Wow. Yeah. So the Raiders will ultimately get some more points to take home with them, but ultimately the New York Giants still prevail. Deontay Banks is a little bit of burnt toast, which is not too great to see. And we will be, I guess, watching the onside kick, just in case we recover. That'll be the end of the ballgame. So there you go. Giants will extend their win streak, their record to 9-3. All over the place. 9-3 New York Giants after a very nice win against the Las Vegas Raiders. Got ahead early, made big plays. Offense did everything they needed to do, and our defense did more than enough, aside from letting up some garbage time touchdowns. Spellman's stats are probably going to actually look pretty solid here. Yeah, 3 touchdowns, no picks. It looks like, he had a pretty good game. 152 rating for Jackson Dart, 17 for 20, 2 touchdowns, almost 300 yards. He had a stellar game. DeMar Spellman had a great game as well. Just, few incompletions. Yeah, you're right. You just got to hand the ball off more, no? The fumble didn't help. But, it still felt like Spellman played pretty well and lost in spite of that, which is unfortunate for them, but take a look at some of the stats. Yeah, Raiders wide receivers were feasting on Deontay Banks. Yeah, Jack Beck and Keontae Hyde were making plays all over the field. Malik Neighbors and Tyreek Hill had some solid games, though. Najee Gross with that long touchdown, not to mention the kick return touchdown. Torrey Horton had a couple of nice catches. Dante Thornton Jr. with that touchdown. Mike Widener came in. He had that injury early, but he made some nice catches early on for us. And, not much defense to go around. Jazz McGee, the rookie, was able to... Jazz McGee and Damone Kinley are obviously the exact same players. I love the Madden face scans. But, Jazz McGee made that one sack, and then Damone Kinley with the other sack. Honestly, the heroes of our defense were these pass deflections were crazy. Cam Bolden had a very nice game. Did not mean to go there. Cam Bolden had a very nice game. Drew Phillips had a very nice game. Mitch Harden stepped up, had some nice plays. Did get burnt a little bit there at the end. Same with Deontay Banks. But ultimately, very nice game. Drew Phillips also with the forced fumble. So he's definitely a big pat on the back for him. Yeah, so that'll conclude this game. Very nice episode of New York Giants Franchise. Very nice week of football for the New York Giants as a franchise. Take a look. Maybe there's some upgrades to do. Nope. No upgrades to be had. So that'll be the end of this week, the end of this episode. I'll let you all know about the focus player next week. And probably do a little bit more scouting. But that will be it for today. Take it easy.